So what are angels? From a Catholic perspective, angels are spiritual, non-corporeal beings created by God. They possess intelligence and will, making them personal and immortal creatures. So, welcome to Faith Foundations by Fiat Project, where we invite you to discover deeper about your own spiritual journey like never before. I'm Watani Griffith, your guide through this whole reflective teachings on the Catechism of the Catholic Church, and you're welcome to stick around. So, the word angel. The word angel itself originates from the Greek word angelos, which means messenger or one who is sent. The word angelos itself is derived from the Greek verb angelo, which means to announce or to bring news. Now, the concept of angels as celestial beings with divine or supernatural qualities predates the specific term angel itself. Various ancient cultures and religions have their own beliefs and descriptions of divine messengers or spiritual beings. However, the term angel itself is commonly understood as it has its roots in the Greek and biblical traditions. And I hope you understand that the New Testament was largely written in Greek. That we can agree on. So in the Hebrew Bible, in the Old Testament, let's go to the Old Testament. The Hebrew word malak is often translated as angel in English. Malak has a similar meaning to the Greek angelos, and it denotes that it's like a messenger or a representative sent by God to carry out various tasks, including delivering divine messages or to perform specific missions, like we see in the case of the Garden of Eden, in the case of Noah, the ark being closed. Remember, when you look at the case of Abraham, when you look at the case of Moses. I'm just trying to quote by remembrance the specific instances you've seen an angel, and the angel who was about to, during the time of David, who was about to destroy people after David tried to have a census conducted. So over time, since we have that's the earliest reference that we have in the Old Testament and the meaning of it. Over time, Christianity has developed, like we've said, in the New Testament. The adoption, the writing of the New Testament was written in Greek largely, and the Gospels. And the term angel became more commonly associated with celestial beings depicted in the Bible and in Christian theology. We see them in Annunciation, we see them in Resurrection, we see them in Ascension. We see the angels also in the baptism of the eunuch. We do see the angel carrying the apostle there as well. So the word angel has since been used to refer to spiritual beings in various religious and cultural contexts, and also the time when Peter was being taken out of jail. Remember the angel leading them. So that is where we have to get that whole context. Now, if we look at the other Abrahamic religion that we have in Arabic, the word angel is malak. It is derived from the same Semitic root as the Hebrew malach. It's just that there's an apostrophe between the M, A, and L. There's an apostrophe there. And in Hebrew, malak has a H at the end. In Arabic, it's K. So it carries a similar meaning as a celestial being or messenger. But in Islamic theology, angels are an integral part of the belief system and are referred to as malaika. Now that's where we get the word malaika for those who speak Swahili in Arabic, which is the plural form of malak. Singular, malak, malaika in plural. Now the concept of angels and their roles in Islam is described in the Quran and the Hadith, and they are considered to be created beings made of light and possessing various tasks assigned to them by Allah, who is God. Now, when we get to the Catechism of the Catholic Church defines angels as spiritual, just like I said, non-corporeal beings. What does that mean? Non-corporeal beings. They don't have a body, it's just a spirit. Beings that are usually called angels, and this is based on both witness of the scripture and also about the unanimity of tradition, what the church has agreed as a collective. Remember, the church is the members. So we can all agree at this point that angels are referred to as servants or messengers of God, and they are constantly present in God's presence, carrying out His will. They are described in the Catechism of the Catholic Church as the mighty ones who do His word, hearkening to the voice of His word, and are characterized by their intelligence, their will, and their immortality. Now, in understanding this, we need to look at their description in more personal, and how these immortal creatures surpass in perfection of all visible creatures as the splendor of their glory bears witness. Now, the Catholic Church also recognizes the existence of guardian angels, which are believed to be assigned to each individual to protect and guide them. Now, this concept is also based on the account of Annunciation, where an angel was sent by God to announce the conception of Jesus Christ. Now, the Church's teaching on the guardian angels emphasizes their role in protection and accompanying individuals throughout their lives, as seen in the example of Mary's Annunciation. In terms of their hierarchy, the Church recognizes that there are 9 choirs of angels, each with distinct roles and responsibilities. These choirs include the Seraphims, the Cherubims, the Thrones, the Dominions, the Virtues, the Powers, the Principalities, the Archangels, and the Angels. Now, the higher the rank of angels, the greater their intimacy with God and their responsibilities before the divine majesty of the sacred Trinity. Now, one thing you'll have to understand is that the Church also emphasizes that angels have a connection to Christ and their role in the fulfillment of His salvific mission. We do remember the angel who strengthened Christ at the Garden of Gethsemane. We do also remember the angels when they were at the tomb after resurrection. We do remember the angels being present at the ascension. We do remember that. Now, this is also quoted by Saint Pope John Paul II when he says on angels that the angels surround Christ and they accompany Him in the fulfillment of His salvific mission in regard to mankind. Now, this understanding, it highlights the importance of the angels in the broader context of our own salvation, the salvation of man, and their role in conveying God's will and protection to humanity. So, in summary, angels are spiritual, non-corporeal beings created by God before the earth was created, possessing intelligence and will, and playing a crucial role in conveying God's will and protection to humanity. Now, they are recognized, or we see them as personal and immortal creatures, surpassing in perfection all visible creatures, and are often seen as servants and messengers of God, and their existence as guardian angels also emphasizes their role in protecting and guiding us throughout our lives. So that is all on today's reflection. Now, tomorrow I'll be sharing on how we can get to interact, what the Catechism requires of us in how we get to interact with angels, and what we actually, or how we can go about in the interaction with angels. I know we are familiar with the chaplet of Saint Michael and the 9 choirs of angels, and we'll get to talk more in depth about angels and each group of angels. So if you have any question, do just send it down in the comment, or if you have any contribution on this, you can also chip in. I'd really appreciate. So that's all from me today. Thank you for taking your time to be here, and as always, I value your feedback. So until next time, may God's peace and protection be yours always.